everything. He has papers everywhere. This says, it's the priorities. It says family, children, legacy, kids #1.
When I'm looking at this does not look like an adult writing anything. To me, this is just insane to say that this is the same person writing this.
You're sick. He's a human being. Museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie.
Everyone wants an answer to this evil. And sometimes the answer is very clear.
So Charlie Kirk's sister Mary just came out and said Erika has been lying about him, and that the letter Erika posted for Valentine's Day wasn't even written by Charlie. Instead, Erika may have written it herself. And honestly, when people saw that letter, they immediately thought something was off. The handwriting doesn't match Charlie's. And then you read what it actually says, and it's just full of compliments about Erika that it sounds like something written to shape a public image. And then on top of that, Erika once again tried to push that same Sabbath narrative again, which had nothing to do with the letter.
Take his phone Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the junk drawer, and he would come in, open the junk drawer. Everyone has a junk drawer. Open the junk drawer, said Shabbat Shalom, put it in there, turn the phone off, slam the door. And on Friday night when he would get home from work, he would turn off his phone and he would shove it in the junk drawer and he would say Shabbat Shalom.
So Charlie Kirk's sister Mary just came out and said Erika has been lying about him, and that the letter Erika posted for Valentine's Day wasn't even written by Charlie. Instead, Erika may have written it herself. And honestly, when people saw that letter, they immediately thought something was off. The handwriting doesn't match Charlie's. And then you read what it actually says, and it's just full of compliments about Erika that it sounds like something written to shape a public image. And then on top of that, Erika once again tried to push that same Sabbath narrative again, which had nothing to do with the letter.
Watch Erika Kirk break her character.
And that's the goal for buying us, right? You did, and he was taken so early. Parents are private. You did, and he was taken so early.
All right. So, Erika recently posted what she says is the last love letter Charlie ever gave her. And right away, people started noticing something didn't add up. The handwriting doesn't look like Charlie's, and the way it's written doesn't sound like his voice at all. So, when you already have all this other drama swirling around Erika and Turning Point, the alleged lies and everything else tied to the assassination case, of course, people are going to question it. So, let's look at what Erika actually posted. This is a handwritten letter she put up on Instagram claiming Charlie wrote it for her. First off, you can see the handwriting is very sloppy, and it's hard to read half of it, but the parts you can make out are basically nonstop praise. Charlie supposedly calls Erika an amazing and talented mother, and then goes on to talk about how much he loves her. It reads, "I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what adventures lie ahead of us. I adore you beyond words. Thank you for being such an amazing wife to me." And then in the caption, Erika added her own twist to it and reminded everyone to honor the Sabbath with their loved ones. How sweet, right? That's what we're supposed to think. Now, let's actually look at the letter Erika posted a little closer. We're being told this is Charlie's handwriting. But if you look at it, the lowercase letters are almost the same size as the uppercase ones. The spacing is all over the place. Words are crammed together in some spots, stretched out in others. There are also multiple grammatical errors, and it just looks rushed and chaotic. So, some people online compare this to other samples of Charlie's writing that are already out there. And when you put them side by side, it doesn't line up.
I'm looking at this does not look for who wrote it.
Now, here's the part that really makes people uncomfortable. Even if Charlie actually wrote that letter, why would Erika share it with the public? Why put out a letter full of mistakes and sloppy writing? It almost feels like she's trying to diminish him in his death and chip away at how he's remembered. But then you have the other possibility. What if Erika wrote this letter herself? Then you have to ask what the goal is. Is this about convincing everyone that Erika was the love of Charlie's life? That their marriage was perfect? Well, the timing is interesting because this letter shows up right after Erika was criticized for removing the wedding photo from Charlie's office. So this definitely feels like damage control, but it goes deeper than that. More receipts are now coming out alleging that this marriage wasn't some fairy tale behind the scenes. In fact, one insider who claims to be close to Charlie's sister, Mary, said that Charlie had confided in his sisters about his plans to divorce Erika. The source also shared that Charlie and Erika sold their house in Arizona last year, and allegedly they had already started living separately before Charlie was assassinated. On top of that, this insider close to Mary said that Charlie and Erika's marriage was nowhere near as perfect as it looked online. According to them, there were major arguments behind the scenes, and Charlie had apparently started to feel like Erika switched up and was acting like a completely different person than the one he married. The insider also revealed that Charlie's sister Mary never warmed up to Erika and added that Erika and her sister-in-law have little in common. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Another source close to Turning Point recently revealed that in the months leading up to Charlie's assassination, Erika was already stepping into his role as CEO and acting like he was already on his way out.
Every time Erika got involved in a Turning Point event, something felt off. People got pulled from their posts for no clear reason, replaced with names nobody recognized. What most people don't realize is that Erika had already started acting like CEO before Charlie even died. She was giving orders, making executive calls, speaking for the organization in ways that made all of us uncomfortable. Charlie would try to intervene and she'd just talk over him, like he didn't even matter anymore.
And then there are all those other red flags in Charlie and Erika's interactions. There was that awkward moment when Charlie asked Erika about their wedding date and she just froze. She literally couldn't remember how long they'd been married, and then tried to justify it by saying there were too many dates to remember.
This one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021. We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember.
It's one of those small things, but when you put it together with everything else of the letter, the divorce rumors, the house, the Turning Point stuff, it just adds to the sense that things behind closed doors were completely different from the public image. But here's where this gets actually creepy. Reports recently surfaced claiming that Charlie had a massive life insurance policy taken out on him in 2023 by a company that was dissolved just months before his death. The premiums alone were $350,000 a year, and the payout to Erika would allegedly be between $20 and $50 million. An auditor, Brian Ferentz, went through Turning Point tax documents and found that an LLC called GLF paid the premiums. And while the tax documents are public, the name of the person who actually collected the payout is private. Of course, most people assume it's Erika, which makes sense. But the timing, that's the part that sets off alarms because his LLC that paid for the premiums was dissolved on September 7th, 2025, just 3 days before Charlie was assassinated. On top of that, social media users discovered that in mid-2024, Turning Point sent $350,000 to that same LLC. So that money went toward a split-dollar life insurance policy, meaning Turning Point gets the premiums, gets reimbursed when Charlie dies, and whatever's left goes to the beneficiary, which we can assume is Erika. This is all extremely sketchy, and it raises serious questions. Did Charlie even take out this policy himself, or did someone do it for him? And more importantly, was it taken out without him even knowing? And with everything that's come out about Erika in the past few months, it also makes you think if Charlie had started realizing his wife was possibly plotting behind his back, a sloppy or maybe totally fake love letter, divorce rumors, Charlie's family keeping their distance from Erika, Erika practically celebrating with fireworks after he died. And now this massive life insurance policy, it makes you stop and think, if all these huge red flags were allowed to leak, what else are we not being told?